What's poppin', Carolina Nation, all my Pantherologists? Welcome to today's episode of Pantherology. Today's episode, we are going to talk about what to expect from the Panthers' new GM, Scott Fitterer. But before we get into today's topic, as always, I ask that you pound that like button, pound the subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment down below, let me know what you think at the end of the video. So, as we all know, the Carolina Panthers hired new GM, Scott Fitterer, and the former Seahawks VP of Football Operations, Scott Fitterer, set to take over as the Carolina Panthers GM. Now, Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper has made his latest move of establishing the franchise as his own. So when Tepper took over the inherited Ron Rivera as his head coach and Matt Hurney as his general manager, Rivera was replaced by Matt Rule at the end of the last season. After another disappointing season, Hurney was next to go this year. Tepper has turned the helm over to Scott Fitterer, who has spent over 2 decades in the NFL front office. Now, most of his experience came with the 2013 Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Now, Fitterer made a name for himself when he was promoted to the Seahawks Director of College Scouting in 2010. Many of the players that excelled in the team's 2013 Super Bowl run came from the draft. Now, players like cornerback Richard Sherman, safety Cam Chancellor, linebacker Bobby Wagner, and even quarterback Russell Wilson were all drafted when Fitterer was in charge of scouting. The amazing thing is that all the players mentioned above were drafted in the 3rd round or later. Ironically, Hurney is out as Panthers GM because of his limited draft success outside of the first 2 rounds. This is why the Fitterer hire makes a lot of sense for Carolina. Charlotte is a great city, but it will never attract the free agents that say New York or Los Angeles or Miami. This means that the majority of the roster is going to have to be put together through the draft picks. This is also the most financially stable way to build a team that has sustained success. Every year, there is a surprise success stories of late round draft picks stepping in and contributing right away. It has become maddening that it never seems to happen for the Panthers. Don't get me wrong. I mean, many of the Carolina Panthers high draft picks have, played exceptionally well. The problem is that the 1st and 2nd rounders are supposed to step in and play well right away. Between Fitterer and Rule, the Panthers now have 2 men in charge that have followed the college game as closely as anyone for a long period of time. They should be able to find diamonds in the rough that other teams undervalue and pass up on. There should be no excuse for them not to build a future playoff contender by executing through the draft. I expect Scott Fitterer to improve the Panthers roster through the draft, since this is his background and philosophy. Tepper has said in the past that he wants a team that competes year in and year out like the teams he became accustomed to with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The only way to really accomplish this is by drafting well, making the Fitterer hire a great fit. So guys, comment down below, let me know what you think. Pound that like button, pound the subscribe button if you haven't already. I like this hire. I think Fitterer is going to do a good job. I think that this is a match made in heaven, actually. But we will see. Only time will tell. Panther Nation, Pantherologists, keep pounding.